Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, DeMeco Ryans. His guys searching for their first win of the year after an 0-2 start. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took a loss on the road last week. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Here is second-year man Cam Little on to handle the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
At the 36-yard line.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
4 yards. And the Texans, first down.
First down from the 41. On the ground again with Mixon. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He works it down to the 37. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
This connects with Schultz. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
17 yards. And the Texans, first down. First and goal.
In the red zone on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until they play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Escapes a defender. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gibbs has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be a first down Texans. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37.
First down, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
It's his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the in route. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the first. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Jaguars 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta get
in trouble now, and the ball is out. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Finds him over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead off the turnover. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Jaguars 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Pass play on first and 10. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
going to throw again on second down. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To the air on third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's complete, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. From the gun, Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. Third down upcoming. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the left hash, this is from 47. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Gibbs on second down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third down from the gun. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. You've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets out of trouble. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Gibbs now from the gun. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 2. Third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Little knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
He's brought down just inside the 25. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Strad to throw on first down. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from everybody. Second down now. They need 7. Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. Now he takes it. Has some daylight through the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing is Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. 1st and 10 from the 32. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Again, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, so they can try for some points going into the break.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Bills are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. Drops back, doesn't like what he sees, decides to tuck it and run, and he can do this, and he does it. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jaylen Warren. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First down, play action. A crowd and a defender comes up with it. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action with Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
It's Mixon on second down. Down to the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
25 yards on the play. And the Texans first down. First and goal, Houston.
From the red zone on first. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
It's now third and goal.
Stroud on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans push their lead further to start the half. C.J. Stroud the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Back to pass on first and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Working inside the red zone.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. Taken down back at the 23-yard.
Offense to the line, second down. Looking in the air here. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Little knocks it through, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Texans, first down.
On play action, here's Stroud. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, Stroud. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Jaguars and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Making the call himself. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Stroud. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive begins with Gibbs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. And air it out on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And this was certainly a miss hit, low and pretty short. And this one will careen out of bounds just into enemy territory there. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw by Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. On the carry, this is Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one, okay? His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's going to throw this one. It's caught. Chase sees it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They're working quickly here.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Throwing it again here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So 2nd down coming up. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Now that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Mixon gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Pickup of 2 here, and it'll be a first down Texans.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running it with Mixon. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He was taken down.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. This connects with Schultz. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player, and that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
They give inside to Chubb. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
He was brought down at the
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Up and good from Fairbairn, and that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Washington now to return. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Jaguars to Matt Duggan making their return to the field now. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Throwing off the play fake. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. It's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They'll go play action. Sends this to the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
18 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They are throwing it again. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
A gain of 14 yards.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they bring him down around the 34. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
3 on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. He takes it himself. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
11 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Pass play on 1st and goal. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans
On the ground again with Mixon. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Ball carrier.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
It's up 3rd and 2.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the
Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
Ivy Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jaguars and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. He was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars 16 points back. After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Now here he goes. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd
To throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's gonna run for it. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars.
First down, play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second.
First down. First and 10 at the
Trying to throw this from the gun. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
That's another.
They'll go play action on first down. Now he takes it. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Jaguars rushing to the line as the clock runs.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Throwing now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession.
Brings up fourth and goal.
Desperation time here on fourth. And he falls to the pass rush on fourth and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So the Texans come away with their own win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Hewart, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.